A week after we moved in, the previous owner called me shaking. I forgot a camera. I saw everything. Don't bring your wife. Part 1. The call came on a Tuesday at 6:38 p.m. I was in the garage, unpacking a box of tools I hadn't touched since the move. My wife, Natalie, was inside making dinner. Our daughter, B, was 3, sitting in a half-empty living room surrounded by packing paper, doing what 3-year-olds do, turning chaos into a game. The number wasn't saved in my phone. Local area code. I almost didn't answer. I'd been getting spam calls all week, something about the new address triggering every robocaller in the system. I picked up. Is this Adam Corbin? Yeah. Who's this? My name is Walter Anderson. I sold you the house. I recognized the name. The closing had been handled entirely through attorneys and the realtor. I'd never met Walter face to face, he'd already relocated to Arizona by the time we toured the property. The house was listed as an estate-adjacent sale. Walter was 71, recently widowed, downsizing. His wife, Margaret, had died the previous year, and the house, a 4-bedroom colonial on a half-acre lot, was too much for one person and too full of memories. We'd bought it for $387,000. Good price for the neighborhood. Clean inspection. No issues. The realtor said Walter was motivated and sentimental, he just wanted the house to go to a family. We were a family. So we bought it. Mr. Anderson. Everything okay? His breathing was wrong. Not calm. Not even anxious. Shaking. The kind of breathing that comes from someone whose hands are trembling and whose throat is trying to keep up. Mr. Corbin, Adam, I need to tell you something and I need you to listen before you react. Okay. When Margaret was sick, the last year, her final year, I installed a camera. In the house. In the main bedroom. She had a home care aide, and I wanted to make sure she was being treated properly when I wasn't in the room. It was a small camera. Wireless. Mounted inside the vent above the closet. It fed to an app on my phone. My hand tightened on the phone. When I sold the house, he continued, I forgot about it. I forgot it was there. I was dealing with the estate, the move, Margaret's things, I just forgot. The camera is battery powered with a solar trickle charger wired into the attic. It's still running. It's still connected to my app. The garage went very quiet. The kind of quiet that happens when your brain is processing information faster than your body can respond. You've been watching my bedroom, I said. Not intentionally. The app sent me a motion alert 3 days ago. I opened it out of habit. I used to check on Margaret at night, and I saw your bedroom. Your bedroom now. I closed it immediately. But then another alert came. And another. And you watched. I saw things, Mr. Corbin. Things I need to tell you about. Things you need to know. What things? Don't bring your wife when we talk. Can you meet me tomorrow? Alone? Walter, what did you see? Long pause. The breathing got worse. Your wife isn't alone when you're at work. The sentence landed in my chest like a car crash. Not because I believed it, not yet. Because the sentence came from a 71-year-old widower who was calling me shaking, who had no reason to lie, who had every reason to simply remove the camera and never call. But he called. He called because he saw something that made forgetting impossible. Who? I asked. I don't know his name. He comes through the side door, the one off the mudroom. He's been there twice in the 3 days since the alert started. Daytime. While your daughter is napping. While B was napping. My 3-year-old daughter was asleep in the next room while my wife had a man in our bed. The bed we'd bought together. The bed we'd assembled on our first night in the house while B slept on a mattress on the floor because her bed frame hadn't arrived yet. Mr. Corbin, I know how this sounds. I know I shouldn't have this camera. I know this is a violation of your privacy and I'll answer for that however you need me to. But I'm 71 years old and I watched my wife die in that bedroom and I will not, sit in Arizona knowing what's happening in that room and say nothing. I leaned against my workbench. Looked at the door that connected the garage to the kitchen. Through it, I could hear Natalie. Humming. The sound of a knife on a cutting board. The sound of a woman who, according to a stranger with a camera, was living an entirely different life on the other side of the wall. Don't remove the camera, I said. What? Leave it. I need the footage. Silence. Then Walter said, quietly, I've already saved the last 3 days to a cloud folder. I can give you access. Give me access tonight. Mr. Corbin, Adam, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I know. Send me the link. He sent it at 7:14 p.m. I was sitting in my truck in the driveway, engine off, parked in front of the house I'd owned for 8 days. Natalie had texted me, dinner's ready. Tacos tonight, taco emoji. I opened the cloud folder. 3 video files. Timestamped. Motion activated. I watched the first one. 47 seconds of footage. My bedroom. The angle was from above the closet, slightly fish-eyed, wide enough to capture the entire room. The bed. The nightstands. The window with the curtains Natalie had picked out at Target 3 days before the move. A man walked into the frame. Late 30s. Dark hair. Jeans, untucked button-down. He moved with the comfort of someone who'd been in that space before, not hesitant, not looking around. He knew the room. Behind him, Natalie appeared in the doorway. She was wearing the gray t-shirt she wore on weekday mornings. She said something I couldn't hear, the camera had no audio. He turned. She smiled. He pulled her toward the bed. I closed the video. I sat in my truck for 22 minutes. Then I went inside, ate tacos with my wife, gave Bea a bath, read her goodnight moon, and kissed Natalie on the forehead when she went to bed. You okay? She asked. You're quiet tonight. Just tired. Long day. The house is really starting to feel like home, she said, pulling the blanket up. I love it here. Yeah, I said. Me too. I lay next to her in the dark, in the bedroom with a camera in the vent, and I stared at the ceiling and felt nothing. Not anger. Not grief. Not the white-hot betrayal that movies promise. Just nothing. A flat line where the marriage used to be. Nothing, and a plan.